Hey, so for those of you that may know, we just got an update to Call of Duty. It's been a couple, 2 days now, I think, since the release, and a lot of people are not happy. I kind of want to make this video short enough. I don't want to make it too long, and I want to go over kind of what they've done and why people are upset about it, and my opinions on it. So, with this recent update, we got Squid Games 2, a collaboration, and I don't think it's hit everybody in the right spot. Granted, I think this is an event that particularly is to a specific audience, so not everybody's going to get onto it and really want to play this. And as far as other than the collaboration, they really didn't do much. It's really ugly right now for Call of Duty. They haven't really changed much as far as fixes to the actual game go, which is why most people are upset right now. Going into kind of what we got, you can see that we have a new event. Now, a lot of people are saying they aren't buying this event, which I don't blame them for. In my opinion, we spend, I think it's $20 to $30 on the black cell, and you get way more content than you do in this. And granted, it's only $10 you spend for this, which, if this was it, I wouldn't be too mad. I went ahead and bought it just because, again, I think it targets a specific audience, and I'm a part of that audience. I like Squid Games, so of course I probably would buy it, just like many other people that love the Squid Games. But now, if you're just a normal player that doesn't watch that, there's no point in buying this. It's a waste of money. And for $10, I feel like you should get this for free if you have Black Cell. And a lot of people are upset about that right now. They don't think we should be having to pay more microtransactions. Now, where I've been really upset about it, not only do we spend $70 plus to get the game, I went ahead and spent the extra to get, I think $30 for 100. Because again, it's cheaper to do that way. I was going to get the Black Cell anyways, so I might as well have gotten the Vault Edition. I got more items with it. Makes sense. Okay. That's fine enough. But now we have events that we're having to pay for on top of it, which I said, if it was just the events, that would be fine in my opinion. But it doesn't end there. If we come over to the store, there are so many packs in here. So many packs. This one, you can't even get with spending $10. You have to spend a minimum of at least $10, plus a little extra to even have enough to get that. Again, another pack. And mind you, most of these packs have came out within the last 2 weeks. Brand new packs that you're having to drop money on just to get access to. This one, $20 you're having to spend. This one is, let's see how much this one is. Another one where you can't just spend 10. You have to spend a little extra to get those couple of COD points to be there. This one, another $20 you have to spend. This one, another $20. You're also, this one, it gets even worse. You have to spend more than $20 to get this one. All because what? They added one extra gun in there? So we have to spend another $20 on top of that. Now, I get it if it was one pack like this, maybe every 2 weeks, we're getting a new pack that costs $20. In between, we're getting a couple $5 packs, maybe one $10 pack. But no, we're getting $20 packs every 2 to 3 days that we can't keep up with because the casual average player is not spending this amount of money on this game, especially in the state that the game is in right now. Now, they just came out with this one of the Squid Game bundles, which I can understand, making it more than $20. It was 2,800 COD points. It comes with 3 operator skins. And it's not just one operator, I do believe. Let me actually check that. So no, it's 3 separate operators. And they're not just a skin for one operator, like, for example, this skin is. They are 3 separate operators. Which, I understand, spending a little bit more than $20 for that. But this should be a once in a while type thing. No, it doesn't even end there. There's 2 more bundles coming for the Squid Games event. The VIPs and the doll. I can't remember what the pack's called exactly or what her name is. But they're also both $20 to get. That is about $60 that you're spending on just bundles for an event, plus another 10 for the event. And it would make more sense, for example, Fortnite, they are a free game, free to play. It would make sense if they had a pack come out like that every 2 to 3 days, because you're getting the game for free. If you want a skin, buy it, go ahead. This game, you spend $70+ on the get-go. They don't need to be making this many microtransactions. And I understand it to a point, but it's gotten ridiculous how far it's come. And it gets worse. Right now, the amount of players peak, and this is just on Steam. This doesn't even account for Battle.net, Xbox, PC Game Pass, and PlayStation. Has dropped tremendously. Right now, if we take a look at the charts, when the game first came out, let's see, around October, I think, yeah, it came out around October. We had a spike of about 16,000 players, and we were reaching a peak of 306,000. That was pretty decent. Going into December, kind of November, we had another big peak in November as more people got the game. And going into December, you would think around the holidays we would get a big peak of players. No. We dropped over 40%. Now, a lot of the reason for such a big drop is a combination of things. The terrible anti-cheat. For probably many of you that have been playing in the past 2 years, I want to say it's been 2 years that this problem's been really relevant. It's probably been more than that. I am not deep into this game like that where I know all those details. But just at the beginning of Black Ops 6, I got shadow banned. And I was shadow banned for about a week. It's roughly how long it usually lasts. And it's because of the anti-cheat. The anti-cheat, if you get spam reported, you automatically get put into a state where you can only play with other actual cheaters and other people that have been falsely accused. And then after it's been put in through an AI software that has assumed you're cheating, you've got to wait for an actual person to come and look at it and determine or not whether or not you're cheating or not. And then it doesn't end there. You have to be very careful once you get out of the shadow ban. There's many instances it didn't happen to me. I am thankful that it didn't. But a lot of people have mentioned that as soon as they got out, they play a couple games or even a day later, they're back in for another week. And it's a continuous loop that happens. And it gets even worse because even if when they do it, they don't tell you you've been shadow banned. You have to find that out for yourself. Now, you can go to their website, go to your cases, and look at if you have any cases that you can go through. And it will tell you there if you have limited matchmaking due to it. The way I found out is because I was being put into what looks like bot lobbies and actual cheaters. And I knew something was up. It wasn't right. There was no way I was running into this many cheaters game after game after game, and the long load times. I couldn't even hop into Warzone when it came out for Black Ops 6 because of how bad the load times were trying to find a match that put me in with other shadow banned players. Now, granted, it's great. It has gotten actual cheaters out of the game. But a lot of those cheaters get right back in because it's not an actual person monitoring whether you're cheating or not. It's an AI software that says, hey, we're going to put you in here, but we have no proof of if you're cheating or not to give to the actual person who is going to look at your case. And that's just problem one. It gets worse. Problem two. This is a mature rated game. It's a mature rated game for a reason. But for some reason, I am not allowed to curse. I have to be careful of what I say, because if I say one wrong thing in voice chat, I'm getting chat banned. On a mature rated game where the characters cuss in game. But I can't do it over voice chat. Now, I understand. Let's make it so they can record voices when somebody reports you. If you're casually just cursing or getting aggravated at the game, that should not be significant enough to be reported. Now, if I'm actually actively harassing someone, or worse, there's a good reason to have a voice recording for that report. And now you can be legitimately banned. Ban them from the game if that's what you want to. If you're actively harassing someone and continuously joining their lobbies and messaging them through the game, I understand that. But if you're in a one-to-one game where this is one time that you see this person and you say something, I shouldn't be chat banned for that. It's ridiculous. It's a mature rated game. That shouldn't happen. And then it gets even worse from there. The game's full of bugs, and it's crazy that this event's working perfectly fine because they're getting money out of it. The store works fine. Never had a problem with the store. Everything loads up fine because, again, they're getting money out of it. But when it comes to things like operators, barracks, weapons, I can't tell you how many times that stuff has been reset. Either because of an update and they have broken something once again, or even just progressing through the game. I will come back, haven't even prestiged, which it resets every time you prestige, which I understand. Your operator shouldn't. I don't understand why the operators do. The loadouts, I understand. And even then, I don't think they should completely get rid of your loadouts. They should just not allow you to use them until you change whatever you don't have unlocked off of there. And I've noticed many other bugs that have came through. For those of you that have used the basic score streaks that you're given when you first prestige or whenever you start the game, don't use the launcher. The launcher is awful. I can't tell you how many times I have used it and it just doesn't work. I either shoot it, works for the first shot, but when I get to the second shot, it doesn't shoot a bullet. It makes the sound, it makes the activation, but I go straight to my gun. But then when I shoot my gun in the middle of a fight, I get put into the rocket that it shoots out. Then I've had times where it just doesn't work at all. I can put it away, pull it back out, still doesn't work, nothing to fix it. I die and I lose that score streak. In the end, I think this is a great game. I will personally continue to play it. I know many people are stopping with it right now, partially due to all the reasons I've already mentioned. I think at a base level, this game is an amazing game. I've had a lot of fun with it, more than I have in a while. It's a good game. But Activision, is where it's going wrong. They are doing nothing for the community and only for themselves. There is a lot that needs to be fixed before I say this game is, well, not even generally just the game, that I say Treyarch, Activision, all of them are going in a right direction. Because right now, this game is going downhill. And it's unfortunate to see, because it is a fun game. I've had lots of fun with this game. But it is challenging to play with all the problems. Because even with the recent update, there was no fixes. I take that back. There was one adjustment. It wasn't even a fix because it wasn't a problem before, but now you can sprint and shut doors and open doors while sprinting. I never had a problem with that. I don't see the need to fix that when there is plenty other problems. Now, I'll go into a couple of the game modes just to show you what it's about. We got red light, green light, pentathlon, and Squid Game Mosh Pit. Squid Game Mosh Pit is a mix-up of a couple of these with the game mechanics. Pentathlon, every couple of minutes it changes between domination, hardpoint, team deathmatch, and kill confirmed. And there's a couple things in there that are Squid Game related. It's a fun game mode. I like it. Again, it's not for everyone though. And that's why some people are frustrated with it. Red light, green light. It's a fun game mode, but it gets repetitive. It's not one of those game modes that you could just play and play and play and play. It's the same thing over and over. I maybe have played it twice a day. And I wouldn't necessarily say buggy. A lot of people are saying that the game mode's buggy itself. I will admit there are some graphic problems with the game mode. As far as lighting and character meshes go, it's very glitchy in that aspect. But as far as the game itself, what a lot of people are running into problems, you don't want to have stick drift while playing this. Your game will glitch like no other. Also, if you're in game chat, don't talk during the red light. It will detect in-game voice chat, and you will most likely be shot while doing that. They also added dead light, green light, which I will not be playing today in the video. I will probably make a separate video for dead light, green light, for zombies, and Warzone Squid games, just because those two, they are very long matches and take a while to go over. So I'll probably do a separate video for Warzone and dead light, green light. I don't even know if I'm going to play dead light, green light, just because it's a very basic mode. I don't really like the mode itself. There's just too much going on. There's multiple different things that happen. You have green light, which you're good to do anything you want. Then there's red light, which you have to stop. You can look around and shoot, but you can't move or you lose points. And dead light, where every zombie's in like rage mode and chases you, and you just gotta run. And then I believe I tried playing it once. I don't think it goes past round 10. At round 10, you have to exfil, so it's not even a long-lasting game mode in itself, which I believe zombies should be long-lasting and go as many rounds as you can. And this is what I mean. The game is very visually buggy. If you look to the right or left, you're fine. Outside of that, though, the game seems to run perfectly fine.
You will be playing red light, green light.
So obviously right now you can run. You want to pick up the piggy banks. They do give you loot. She'll turn around. You don't want to move at all or talk in in-game chat. Again, you'll die. Collect piggy banks as you go. I do believe piggy... Oh. And there we go. We are back in another round. And as you guys just seen in that last round, I did not stop moving in time, so I did die. But we're in a new round now, and we're going to try to at least win one of these.
One player has won. Two players have won.
And just like that, we made it across the finish line. And what will happen is the amount of players that qualify will move on to the next round, and there's a total of 3 rounds. Now we're starting with round 2. Now these are the rounds that you want to be careful with. There are cards on the ground that you can pick up, and just like that. So people can pick up these cards, and they have knives in them. Some people will go crazy. They'll do anything they can to get you. Yeah, like that guy, he got himself killed by trying to get me after it already went to red light. And that's a very... You either got to be the first one to grab the card or stay away from everyone, because they will get you. We're now on pentathlon. So right now we are playing on domination. They do kind of theme it again all around. I am absolute trash at this game, if you could not tell. Just like your normal game modes, just Squid Game themed. There is a score streak you can get. That is the doll, and what it does is basically activate a red light, green light for the opposing team. They can't move as long as it's active. And there's a couple different things that you can get. There's a roulette gun, one shot as long as you have it, but it's a chance to blow up in your hands and kill you instead, just like roulette. This match just isn't going well. I joined late, so people already got score streaks and whatnot going, and yeah, same thing over and over. Can't do much. Fun game, and just like that, it switches to a new game mode. We are now on Kill Confirmed. And your objective, I think, is to score the most. I don't think the points refer to like in-game tags collected or time on domination points. I think those just get you points in the... Or no, maybe that's just the team deathmatch. I'm not really sure how the score works. It's a little confusing. But yeah, that's kind of the rundown of what this game mode is. It's fun if you get into a good lobby. Skill-based matchmaking really doesn't help me too much right here. But yeah. Again, not too long of a video, hopefully. Not really playing too much. I'll have more videos coming out where I do go more into detail with the game modes and play more, for those that want to see that. This was more just a video kind of ranting about what's wrong. Didn't really necessarily explain what needs to be fixed, but in my opinion, anti-cheat, in my opinion, is one of the top priorities that I think should be. That needs to be fixed. A lot of the bugs in-game need to be fixed. I think they need to step down from the microtransactions, kind of step back. Even if it means we don't get as many of events right now, I think a lot of people would prefer that to have a running game that runs and isn't bugging out all the time over new cosmetics. Other than that, there's probably plenty more I didn't get to. There's still a lot that needs to be fixed. But for those of you that are choosing to still play, it is a good event. I do like it. I like the game. I just don't like what's going on, and I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I have. And I'll see you guys next time.